How would you like to prepare your own probiotic food? As for me, I want to do that from scratch. And that's what I'm going to show to you today. So for the ingredients, we need a small cabbage or pechay bagyo, then a small radish, small carrots, 10 cloves of garlic, red chili pepper. I use the local brand by Tisoy Condiments. You can also use the Korean chili pepper, 2 tablespoons of coarse sea salt for every head of cabbage, then spring onions, washed and cleaned, 1 small red apple, peeled and washed or washed and peeled, apple cider vinegar, fish sauce, 1/2 cup of distilled water, stevia sweeteners, and we need a blender. So the procedure, we need to cut the cabbage in half and wash thoroughly in running water. We need to make sure that there are no maggots in it or any form of dirt so as not to spoil the fermentation process. Kimchi, as we know, is a national Korean food, but my version is slightly twisted to Filipino taste. Well, at least for me. So after washing, we will add a generous amount of salt in each of the leaves. According to webmd.com, kimchi has a lot of health benefits, and one of which is not only being probiotic, it also boosts the immune system as well as it protects your heart by reducing cholesterol and inflammation, and it also is antioxidant. Also has a rich source of vitamin A, C, K, folate, beta carotene, potassium, calcium, and etc. So now we will seal off the salt to be able to absorb fully to our Napa cabbage. And we will set aside for at least an hour, but we need to put something heavy on top so as to press it and allowing the juice to come out. So I just grabbed some of my things around here just to put some heavy weight on top of my kimchi. And for our other ingredients, let us wash and peel the carrots, and it should be cut into small strips or the julienne cut. Depending on the ingredients you put into your kimchi, a cup serving of kimchi generally contains this much only. It is indeed a healthy addition to our meals. It's also quite pricey if you buy your kimchi every day or after you finish a bottle. So might as well do it yourself and know exactly what ingredients you put into your kimchi. In this way, we are able to monitor the carbohydrates contents or the protein contents of any food we take. So our vegetables are cut, and let us cut the spring onions as well into small pieces. The spring onion is also an essential ingredient for kimchi. As for the apples, I would like to remove the seeded portion because I don't like the seeds. But some people do include the seed in the mixture. Let us also cut this into small pieces. Let us put the apple and the garlic into the blender. Add a teaspoon of the fish sauce, distilled water, and apple cider vinegar. And we add the sweetener. You can choose any sweetener of your choice, but for me I use the low carb sweetener, which is stevia. Blend until it makes a good puree. Then we pour the mixture into a clean bowl and later we will add all our veggies. We need to mix thoroughly so that all the ingredients will be well incorporated. By doing my homemade kimchi, I saved a lot on my probiotic budget. For this head of cabbage, I can make at least maybe 5 to 6 servings. So it's been an hour and let's check the cabbage. And it's looking good. We can see that the juice has come out and that salt has absorbed into our cabbage. Let us prepare it for the next step, which is thoroughly washing under running water, making sure that the saltiness is removed or at least minimized. Now we can cut the cabbage into small pieces. I would prefer bite-sized pieces so that it will be easier when we add it into our food. Then we will wash again repeatedly, drain repeatedly, and wash repeatedly. This is the tedious part because we need to ensure that the salt is minimized, since we still need to add fish sauce later. So we are almost done. We just need to mix the cabbage into our previously prepared mixture, and of course add the red chili pepper. For me, I want it not to be too spicy, so I just used 3 heap spoons of this red chili pepper. Here we need a few minutes of mixing. Mix thoroughly so that all the ingredients are well incorporated. And do you know that apples and garlic are prebiotic? So it will feed our probiotic, making this kimchi a really healthy batch, I would say. You can actually play around with the ingredients. You can add cucumber or ginger, but for me, I just use this as a basic ingredient to show to you how easy it is to prepare. So we are done and transferring now to a clean bowl to start the fermentation process. Use a spoon to press down to the bottom so that the air bubbles will be removed, at the same time allowing the juices to come out. Let us also level the surface a bit, ensuring that all the vegetables are submerged into its liquid. So here's our kimchi ready to ferment. In 3 days this will be ready. But actually you can eat it right away, but I choose to ferment it for a little while. Let's cover it with a lid and store it into a place where it's away from direct sunlight and it's cool and dry. So it's been 24 hours since we did our kimchi, and let's check how is it going. It's smelling good and I can see small bits of bubbles, which is a good indication that it has started to ferment. I did not put this in the fridge at all, so the fermentation has started quickly. I will just give it a little mix and pressing so as to release more air from the bottom and making the juice come out. Ensure that all the veggies are submerged into the liquid. It's now the third day since we made our kimchi, and let's check one more time before putting this stuff in the fridge. As you can see, it's smelling good and looking good. By not putting this in the fridge, this way the fermentation process is quicker. Up close, this is how our homemade kimchi looks like. Now it's ready to taste. I'll just grab a small piece and voila! Perfect. The taste is a little bit crunchy, a little sweet, not so spicy but still spicy. The saltiness is just nice. Perfect for our samgyup. Hope you like our recipe for today. Bye!